Welcome back to McPhee Ford. Today we're taking a look at this brand new 2023 Ford F-150 Lightning. This particular Lightning here is a Lariat model finished in Agate black metallic. This Lariat here sits just about in the middle of the trim levels for the Lightning lineup, and this also has the 511A package, which is sort of the higher equipment group, and it also includes the extended range battery. But we'll take a quick walk around the outside here, starting with the front end, where the Lightning does have these nice LED headlights, which also includes the unique LED light bar that goes across the top of the grille. Now, the Lightning is a fully electric F-150. There is no gas engine, which means it doesn't require the same cooling that a traditional internal combustion engine does. So the grille here is actually sort of just blocked off. It doesn't really have any additional cooling, but we do have a little bit of an intercooler down here for the battery cooling. Currently the active grille shutters are closed, but these grilles here do actually open up to allow for cooling of the sort of electric system. We do have front parking sensors that do run along the bottom of the bumper there, as well as the front camera system just underneath of the Ford logo. And if we come around to the side here, with the Lariat model, we also do get these 20-inch sort of gray painted aluminum wheels, and that is wrapped in a 275/60 all-terrain tire. This is actually the upgraded all-terrain tire that is offered with this 20-inch wheel here. Typically it's an all-season, but again, we do have the upgraded all-terrains here for this particular Lightning. Nice body-colored mirrors, of course, which are fully power-operated. We also have the side view camera system, the side mirror spotlight, and also the blind spot system up there in the corner. And all Lightnings are Super Crew only with the 5.5-foot bed, so there is no other configuration you can get for the Lightnings. This is the only way you can get them. Nice black platform running board down here, which also does have a little auxiliary light here on the end, so when you open up the door, it kind of shines on the side of the bed. Nice blue accented Lightning logo. And unique to the Lightning, it does use a independent rear suspension setup, which is a little bit more comfortable on road, especially when going over potholes and bumps. You can really notice the difference comparing to sort of the traditional leaf spring setup in a regular F-150. But we do have that light bar design here, which goes across the tailgate here, kind of just tie in with the front, and again, sort of also the rear parking sensors here as well. Nice body colored bumper. We do have a Class 4 trailer tow package here, which does include 4 and 7 pin connectors. The Lightning does tow up to 10,000 pounds. And if we open up the tailgate here, it is a power tailgate, so it does go up and down power operated. We also do have the tailgate step with the tailgate work surface here. Apologize, we do have a little bit of snow in the back here, but we do have the 9.6 kilowatt Pro Power on board system, which comes standard with every single Lightning model, and which basically means it's an onboard generator system. So we have a multitude of outlets back here. We have a 240 volt circuit. We also have 4 additional 120 volt circuits back here. You can plug things in, power up to almost 10,000 watts of power here. So definitely nice to have, very convenient. We also have LED box lighting, lots and lots of tie-down points as well. And if we take a look at the interior of this F-150 Lightning, now with the Lariat model, we do have full leather seating here. Sort of two-tone color here, so we have a sort of gray on the insert with the sort of black outside here. I think it looks really, really good and sort of differentiates the Lightning Lariat versus the sort of F-150, the gas version of the F-150 here. So we do have also some brown accent stitching. That's not only in the seats, but it's kind of scattered throughout the interior. So you can see here up on the dash, nice brown here, and also on the sort of the side there. Very nice design with the Lightnings. Same with the door panel, nice soft touch leather all throughout here. We also have some sort of wood grain trim. Of course, everything power operated right here. We also have 3-way memory that not only works for these seats, but also the 4-way power adjustable steering wheel. So this 4-way power adjustable, in and out, up and down, all of that, and again, does work with the memory. On top of that, the pedals are also power adjustable, so we have power adjustments for the pedals there, and again, of course, works with the memory function. We also do have the B&O sound system, fantastic sound system, 8 speakers, subwoofer in the back, all that, lots and lots of storage here. But if we step inside, take a look at the key fob. We do, of course, have a keyless fob, and that does include the front trunk and also that rear tailgate release. So front trunk, I will show you the front trunk here shortly, but I just want to get through the sort of cab here. We do, of course, have push button start. but being a fully electric vehicle, Ford gives you a little ready sign there in the gauge cluster just to let you know that it's ready to drive, because it's, of course, it's not making much noise, so you may not actually know that it's running, but it is ready to go. We do have our sort of single speed transmission, just like a regular F-150, same design. It does feature the interior work surface, so we can't actually fold this shifter down. We have access into the sort of center console that we can fold out, and then we have a nice flat surface here. You can throw a lunch on there, throw a laptop on there, do some work, whatever you gotta do. Super cool. We have the interior work surface, but we do have a nice leather wrap steering wheel here. We do have Ford's Blue Cruise system, which is a hands-free driving system from Ford. We have the Blue Cruise sort of logo right up there, and these sensors up here will basically watch your eyes when you're driving, and it allows you to use hands-free driving. So it's definitely a nice system, especially for longer road trips. Ford did a great job. It's a fantastic system. Again, very nice for sort of longer road trips, and it's mapped for certain highways, so it'll really know what it's doing. But we also have sort of regular adaptive cruise control and also lane centering. We also have, of course, your volume buttons right here, fully digital gauge cluster, which is controls right here, and then also some of your phone and track buttons. Standard with the Lariat and also the Platinum models, we do have the Sync 4A display. This is a massive vertically oriented display opposed to your sort of traditional horizontal, 15.5 inches from corner to corner. Of course, features navigation. We also have wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You have all your settings up here, so you can click that little lightning logo and that'll bring up all your different settings. We have your 360 camera, so we can click that and sort of cycle through a bunch of different views right there. We also have the Pro Power Onboard system, so we can click that and monitor all the Pro Power Onboard sort of status from the screen. You also have all your various settings in here as well, driver assistance features, vehicle hotspot. This list basically goes on and on here. Ambient lighting right there at the bottom, so lots of controls, lots of settings. And then of course we have your radio right here, phone, navigation, again Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. We also of course have Bluetooth right there. And then the bottom section of the screen is designated to the climate control system. So it's of course automatic dual zone, and again it does also feature heated and cooled seats. So with the Lariat, we do get the addition of the cooled seats, which you don't get on the XLT. We can also click this little button right there, and that'll sort of bring up a little bit more settings here that you can control. You also have the electronic heater. Because it's an electric vehicle, it doesn't have the sort of same heater system, which would use the heat from the engine. This has an electric heater, so you can turn that system on and off, whether if you want to use more range or use more energy from the battery. Turn it off if you're not using it. It'll give you a little extra more range, so that's definitely nice. We also have a wireless charger down here, some USB connectors. We do have the tow technology package, so that does include the Pro Trailer Backup Assist and also your trailer brake controller, which is sort of two essential things for towing a trailer. We also have a 120 volt circuit right here, 12 volt connector, keep everything charged up, just like the ones in the bed. These are nice high wattage, so 20 amp circuits, massive power there. Again, the interior work surface, this is a game changer in the sort of convenience here. So we have lots of storage. We can keep everything organized in here. We have a dual glove box. And lastly, up top here, we do have controls for the twin panel panoramic sunroof, which does come with that 511A package. So we do have controls for that right up there. And if we take a look into the back seat here of this F-150 Lightning, again, this is the Lariat, so we do have these nice leather seats back here. And with the 511A, they're also heated, so we do have heated seat rear controls just on the back of the console there, and we can control the heated seats back here, which is definitely nice, especially now that we're sort of in the winter months. But we can also lift this up here, so we do have a nice flat load surface, so you can easily load things here in the back that you maybe don't want to put into the bed. We also have the lockable storage, which currently is in its up position, but you can fold it flat, so you have a nice flat surface back here. There's also some additional sort of storage back there. And if you fold this back down, again, heated rear seats back here, but we also have another one of those household style outlets, and USB and 12 volt, so we can keep everything charged up with those ports right there. Of course, a nice view of that panoramic sunroof. But the last thing I do want to show you, of course, is the front trunk. So we do actually have a button under here that you can push. It will beep a couple times just to let you know that it's opening. But it is powered. It does have two powered struts there, so it'll open right up, and it does go quite high, so it does give you lots and lots of access. But you can see when it's open, we do have lots of space in here. In fact, we have 400 liters of enclosed storage. So Ford puts that right there, and also a 400-pound capacity for this sort of load floor right here. You can actually lift this up, and it's very thick. It's nice and metal, very sturdy. We actually have a drain there at the bottom, so you actually fill this with ice, and you can drain it at the bottom there. So Ford really thought of everything. You have a little tailgate party in the front of your Lightning, and then sort of like the bed, we also have a sort of bunch of outlets right here. So we have 4 sort of household style outlets and then some USB. So you keep everything charged up right there. 2.4 kilowatts of max power from just those circuits right there alone, so lots of power. We also have lighting here on the end of the tailgate lid, so this is completely lit up at night, so you can see what you're doing. We also have little hooks right here, so you can kind of tie everything down as well. So if you're interested in this particular Lightning Lariat, it is actually for sale here at McPhee Ford, so feel free to give us a call, or you can visit us at mcpheeford.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.